What about a double? Okay, here we go. Now the wheelie bar comes into play. Now we can see why they put a wheelie bar on this guy. Woo! Yep. Lots of forward bite on those tyres on this short grass. It works quite well. I did let the car, oops, sorry. I did let the car cool down for probably about 20 minutes, half hour. Just because the motor's getting a bit warm. You know, I was giving it a bit of a hard time, so. Woo. This is going good. This got good speed. On 3S, this is hammering. I would say it's doing well over 60 Ks. Oh, it's shuddering. It's shuddering. It is shuddering, like shuddering. It's stuttering. I can feel it stuttering. Oof. Yeah, there's a slight hesitation there. Not that time. Not that time. Let's see if it'll do it. Yeah, it did it then. So I punch, and it kind of goes hiccup, and then the power comes on. And yeah, I don't know why that is. Maybe the ESC is just on borderline for something this big, this heavy four-wheel drive. Wheelie bar does its job though. It's good. Oh, this thing's got power. Oof. That was just the tyres rubbing on the body. Alright, so here's where I stand with this so far, just running around here on 3S and everything. I think tyres and a suspension tune, if you're going to get serious with something like this, definitely on the cards. You got to look at that. So if you're just going to putt around, you know, you give this to a young kid for Christmas or something like that, you know, this will be fine. Like 2S, you really don't need 3S. You really don't. You're going to find that 3S can sometimes be a little bit more frustrating. The motor might get a little bit hotter, so you're going to be probably cutting out a bit more. You're going to struggle for grip more. So again, it's going to be a little bit more frustrating to drive. I think on 2S, you can put more of that power down. But if you want to get serious with this, yeah, you're going to need a slight change of oil in the shocks and perhaps a new set of tyres. So that's going to tip you well into the mid 400s there, but let's see how it jumps now. Yeah, this thing needs AVC. That's what this needs. Actually, you know what? I may have a spare AVC receiver at home. The problem is, if I do that, I got to change the servo for a digital servo because I don't know if this one is. Ooh, ooh. Oh man, this thing can pick up some pace. So 3S is, I would say, not suitable for young players because this thing picks up speed. Oops. And then you have the issue of it slipping and sliding all over this terrain. I may need to come back. No, actually, let me rephrase that. I'm gonna have to come back with some better tires because this is all over the shop. I may even consider a servo upgrade. I've got a couple of cheap servos at home. Maybe that might help with the steering, but I'm gonna go the cheaper route first. I'm gonna do a suspension tune, put on a set of cheap tires like some Louise or something like that. I'm pretty sure I've got some Louise ST tires on my Hyper TT10, and I can take them off that temporarily just to try on this and see how that goes on this terrain. A different oil on the shocks, and just run it again and see how it goes, because that would be a very inexpensive set of upgrades. You know, a bottle of oil is like 10 bucks or something, and then a set of tires are probably going to set you back. I think those STs are like pretty cheap, so probably a bit over 50 bucks, maybe all up $60–70. So like I said, you're going to be in the mid 400s, but you might end up with a car that's going to be really nice to drive, plenty of power, and can actually handle and grip a bit better on terrain like this. So that might not be a bad option. And this is before we start spending big bucks on, you know, steering servos or doing anything like that. I mean, we'll see. We'll play around with it. I can say one thing, like, well, a couple of things. I mean, this thing's got heaps of power, and I was expecting to break the arms by now, and they haven't broken. But then again, I haven't had any major impacts. So there is that. Whoops. Yeah, I'm just struggling for grip. The servo, of course, on something like this is a little bit slow and not the fastest. Well, slow means that it's not the fastest. Well, it's probably not the most powerful servo either, so I'm struggling to steer. Lack of grip, slow stuff, and there's a lot of elements here that are working against me. You know, dry, loose gravel, tyres not being the best for this type of terrain. They work great on grass and on tarmac, but over here, not so good. But, oh man, okay. Let's go bigger anyway. Okay. Let's see if we can actually line this up here. I mean, I was struggling on 2S. I can't imagine it's going to be any easier on 3S. You know, when I get, if I can tune the suspension a little bit better and I can get some better tyres, and you know, I can come back out here and I have the confidence to really launch this thing hard and maybe try and do a backflip with it or something like that, then yeah, you know, we might see some good footage out of this guy. But at the moment I'm driving. Oh, I reckon it has enough for a backflip. I should probably try it. That was a big sand. Let's hope we haven't broken anything. No, we're all good. We are all good. No problem. I was oh, I had to mess that up. Hang on. Does it rock? No, it won't rock. Okay. Let's see. Sorry, just got to close the lid of this remote. Let's see how we go here. I backflipped a Quantum XT. We're okay, folks. We're okay. So I am pushing it as I drive it. I'm trying to push it just that little bit more. Okay, let's push it a bit harder. Push it a bit harder. See what gives. You know, eventually I'm going to mess up and I'm going to crash this thing. I just know it. But let's not jinx it. And it's upside down. Oh damn it! I almost got away with that. I gotta be honest. I'm impressed so far. The more I drive this thing, the more impressed I am. Again, I haven't had a major stack yet, so as I said, and I don't want to bang on about it too much, tyres and suspension are definitely something that you can fix relatively cheaply. What about a double? What about a double? Double backflip out of a sub 400 brushless car, and he drives away. And it's like, yeah, okay, I'm here, I'm good. Do you want to go again? Let's go again. Yeah, look, I can do wheelies and everything. Come on. Oh, I'm pushing it, I'm pushing it. Come on. Send it, Bass. Why? See, it has this rebound. Like, it has this nasty rebound. It's reminding me of the footage that I've seen of like the Max, the Trushless Max. I think that was that truck when it was released. Every time I saw somebody jump that thing, he would hit the ground, flip upside down, hit the ground, flip upside down. And this one's got a similar problem. And I know that that's probably just a suspension tune. Are we good? Are we okay? Is it squatting a bit at the back, or is it? Yeah, no, we're fine. We're fine. We're good. So, I think that just needs a slight suspension tune, will be alright. Oh, come on. Yes. Oh, there's that hesitation again. This thing just unleashes when it's in the air. I didn't even have to hit the brake then. That was just a little bleep of the throttle and she rotated beautifully and landed flat. That was perfect. Look, I think we get the idea here. I'm not going to keep repeating this because I'm tempting fate, essentially. And I want to come back with this thing intact. I want to run it with better tires, a slight suspension change, and just see what kind of improvements we can make, if any. Is it going to make a difference? Is it not? Oof. This thing has got power on 3S, I tell you what. Yeah, this is good. This has got plenty of go on 3S. I also want to test its top speed, so I'm hoping that I can clean her up and go for a speed test probably tomorrow afternoon actually, and yeah, save that file for the next RC Speed Week to see what we can do. But I reckon this is punching above its weight as far as 3S speed goes. It's definitely impressive. This is good. Plenty of power. Alright, let's leave this one here. I think we've seen enough. The Quantum XT Flux, this bad boy is doing extremely well. So far so good. A couple of shortcomings which I guess are supposed you know, are to be expected for something around this price point. Definitely fixable with minimal expense. And yeah, you'll see this guy back here and in other videos in the future. But that is it from me, guys. Thank you all very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and I'll be speaking to you all next time.